Welcome back to another sports podcast, everybody. It's exactly what the world needs in a sports podcast. We're the trio. We're glad to be back in the locker room. Today, we have a special guest, somebody who's bigger than the game. He's the host of the Big C Show, a diehard Florida Panthers fan and Dallas Cowboys fan, and genuinely is one of the most inspiring dudes in sports media. And he's now a friend of the pod. This isn't just another guest. This dude's got heart, hustle, and the kind of energy that could fire up a whole locker room. Without further ado, the man, the myth, the legend, Lucho Ceaz.
Let's go. What's going on, slapdicks?
I was
Fuck
waiting for
you.
that.
Fuck
I was
you.
waiting for that.
Gentlemen,
Man, welcome back to the podcast. So much has happened in the world of hockey, in the world of football. We're gonna get into all of it. How are
let's
you?
do it.
How have you been?
I've been fucking fabulous. I mean, other than both our teams suck, at least, I got to taste a little bit of champagne after Team USA defeats Canada in the
Okay,
Olympics.
Ceaz, I gotta do this with you. Dream on, dream,
Dream
on,
on!
dream on, dream on.
That was so sick,
Dude, how
man.
fucking cool was that to do that with Kachuk?
Bro, so I'm going to give you guys a little bit of the backstory. My whole intention when I got there was to meet Brady Kachuk. I met Matthew, and I wanted to meet a couple other players, McAvoy, Larkin, obviously, Hellebuyck and all them guys. Trocheck, I know. But my goal was to meet Brady Kachuk because I don't know if you guys tune into their podcast, but he's just like his brother. And if not, maybe more skillful on the ice. I mean, so the whole night, dude, it's actually, when we get there, the owner is fucking incredible. Shouts out to Michael from 11. He comes out of the side door and he's like, Big C's, can't believe we did it again, man. Don't worry, I got you, bro. You got VIP access. Wherever you want to go, just let me know. I'm like, bro, I really appreciate it. So shouts out to him and the security crew. They're freaking class act. But yeah, man, my whole goal was to meet Matthew, not Matthew, Brady Kachuk. And Matthew Kachuk spots me. I see him. And look, I kind of feel like a dick now thinking about it, watching the video. But like the first thing I said to Matthew is like, "Where's Brady Kachuk?" Like he must have been like, "This little fucker." Like, here I'm doing shit for him, and he wants to see my brother. I'm like, oh man, dude. But I was like in that moment, like, just that was my goal the whole night. And I'm sure Matthew understands. He was all plastered. But Matthew's like, yeah, man, he's gone. Brady's gone. And I was like, man, thank you guys for such an incredible run, such a great day, such an awesome game. We fucking did it. Nobody thought we would. And, I kind of knew this was our year. This was our chance. This was time to like put all the haters behind and show them what American hockey's all about.
Before we get into more of the nitty gritty around the Olympic tournament and all the games, I want to ask you, considering that you went to both celebrations, both Stanley Cup and gold medal, which one was more electric? Which one did the city of Florida feel more?
Well, I'll tell you this. The Olympic one was unique because it wasn't just Panther fans. We seen fans from all over the U.S. Seen Ranger jerseys, Red Wing jerseys, Islander jerseys, um, Anaheim Duck jerseys, Minnesota Star jerseys, bro.
No
like,
way.
just it was incredible. Like the amount of people there, because it was more packed than I remember when it was at the Florida Panthers Stanley Cup. I think because there was more people, it was more of an American thing, right?
Mhm.
So, because when we were down there celebrating, I ended up drinking a few drinks, non-alcoholic. Um,
Are you winking
then-
too, Ceaz?
what's
Non-alcoholic?
blow it out your ass? But no, but seriously, and then once you break the water seal, bro, that's it. You're fucking done.
Oh, you're done.
And I was like, damn, I gotta piss. And they're like, God, but they're coming, they're on their way. I'm like, shit, I can't fucking hold it, guys. I gotta go. So we literally had to weasel our way back, get to the bathroom, um, we finally get to the bathroom, and like literally everybody in there is like, "Fucking Big Ceaz! Holy shit, it's Big Ceaz, guys! He's taking a piss in the urinal. Somebody's got to take a picture and shit." I was like, "What the fuck?" Like, holy shit!
It's insane.
It was fucking incredible, guys. Man, just the amount of support I'm getting from everybody. So then once we get back from taking the piss, and I get out, and we're like, we can't get back down there. It's just too packed. Like everybody was crowding the stage because they all wanted to see the team. They all wanted to get involved with, get champagne on them and all that shit. I was like, damn. Well, at least there's no Stanley Cup out there, so I can't get waterboarded and stuff. So, uh, but one of the security guys, he's like, just come back, follow me, follow me. So, for those of you that don't know, Club 11 is a strip club. So he took us in the back room, and literally these back rooms are rooms with guys getting fucking lap dances. We're like, holy shit. We're like, guys, told the guys behind us, we're like, do not look. You do not want to see any cocks, guys. Keep your eyes forward. It was fucking great. So we're going. Security guard gets us there. We get to the backstage. He's like, follow me, follow me. Let's get closer to where the players are on the backside. We'll get you to as close as we can to the players, and maybe Matthew Tkachuk will notice you. So we get back there. I see Matthew Tkachuk getting some drinks. I was like, Matthew, we fucking did it. He's like, my fucking guy. And that's when we fucking put eye contact to each other. But yeah, man, honestly, that was all great. But I wouldn't trade anything in the world for last year's celebration. My opinion.
All right, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's talk about this U.S.-Canada game. Fair to say Canada outplayed them, we think.
100%.
Okay, I'm glad 100%. You as an
100%.
American agree.
Like I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat anything. You guys know my hockey analyst is actually pretty damn good. So,
it's excellent.
The thing is, and I even told the guys because we were live streaming that game, and my boys were like, man, 3-on-3, I don't know. They were all afraid of Canada's McDavid, McKinnon, and celebrating. I'm like, guys, they dominated us 5-on-5. If we get a 2-on-1 the other way, we could easily fucking end it. This is USA's advantage. And lo and behold, that's what happened. I mean, and you can kind of blame Cooper. Maybe Cooper kept McDavid out there too long. But, I mean, who knows? When it's 3-on-3, it could go to any team.
I can't get over the fact that the gold medal game, and I know like the IIHF does what they do, but a 3-on-3 gold medal game against the two best hockey countries in the world should not be the deciding factor. It should be 5-on-5. Now, this is probably me speaking as a sour Canadian, but
you guys did win 2 overtimes.
But I agree with you. Like we did.
I mean,
but you should.
You guys had chances. McKinnon had an open net,
and he missed.
The ghost of Johnny Gaudreau made that save. But you can't have a 3-on-3 in a gold medal game. You can't. That needs to be 5-on. Could you imagine Game 7? Edmonton.
It'll never happen
Florida.
in the NHL.
No.
It'll never happen in the NHL.
Imagine that.
But this is, the thing is, I can understand where the IIHF is going with this because this is what they do in their part of the country, like for their program. So the thing is, everybody knew what it was going to be beforehand. So you can't sit here and like say, oh, well, this is what it should be. And at the same time, if it goes into like overtime and then double overtime, you got the Olympic ceremonies and all that stuff. So that had something to do with it.
Oh,
as well.
fuck that. That's nonsense.
I'm just saying. But
they had a schedule.
I will jump in and say, I think 3-on-3 is kind of cool in terms of like,
I actually enjoyed it, honestly.
I do too. And especially from like a regular season perspective, I would love to see like continuous 3-on-3.
Because honestly, for the ECHL here in the US, I went to an Everblades game and they have 10 minutes of 3-on-3. That shit's pretty fucking dope, bro.
Right.
Like, I'm not telling you, like, and don't think that they don't go to shootouts because that one game I went to, they ended up going to a fucking shootout after 10 minutes. So, like, just because it's 3-on-3 doesn't mean you're going to win in overtime.
Absolutely. I enjoy like the skill aspect of it. You get so much more ice to let these guys really show what they got in the tank. I want to ask you, what was your favorite game of the tournament aside from the gold medal game? Because I think that was probably the most electric of
That was
all.
intense.
That was
Ooh, that's a good one. Shit. I actually like the women's Canadian game.
that was a really
And
good game.
because USA was just dominating the whole
It was
competition,
reversed.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it
They
wasn't
they
even
were they were
close.
like the favorites all the way to like Canada has no fucking chance. And I told one of my friends, I'm like, guys, this is a fucking gold medal game. Canada's not just gonna lay down, right? They're just gonna find a way and they're gonna will themselves and they're gonna play hard. It's gonna be like a 1-0 game or 2-0 game or 2-1, you know. And sure enough, Canada just they literally started off the game incredible. They gave USA a run, and USA, I was a little worried there towards the last 3 minutes, but they ended up tying it and then winning it in overtime. So yeah, it was that was probably my favorite game. Um, and the Sweden USA game, I thought that was pretty good as
That was
well.
a good game.
It is worrisome as a Canadian to see you left Robertson off the roster, you left Caulfield off the roster, you brought in Trocheck and Miller, which were like, they played like
So many
depth
people
role.
questioned it. A lot of my guys on the Catz N Ratz podcast were complaining, like, "What are you doing with JT Miller here? Why is Trocheck on here?" But I give the general manager for Team USA a lot of credit for building this team because how many power play goals did USA let in?
Zero.
Big fat zero.
Zilch, Zippo.
I mean, how crazy was it? Everybody thought Canada was going to score on that 5-on-3, and they didn't.
Yeah, even we thought that.
I mean, the way they built this team, and shouts out to Matthew and Brady Kachuk, what they brought in the locker room was incredible. And if you guys go watch the Wingman podcast today, they had Hellebuyck on there. He said, like, what you guys brought to the locker room can't be replicated. Like, you could sit there and tell somebody what to do. You can't do what you guys did. And we as players really appreciated it, and it actually mentally made me feel good throughout the whole tournament. And, it goes to show you what happened when he came to Florida. He brought that swagger, like, I don't give a fuck. We're these big bad motherfuckers. No one's gonna mess with us. And, if you don't like it, then too fucking bad.
So we got the deadline in, call it 36 hours, I guess. What do you think Florida's going to do? You think they're going to stand pat, maybe make a couple of
man.
minor moves?
Honestly, I said it on my show on Monday. I didn't really. Well, before that, I thought they would maybe move Bob because I didn't think they were close on getting a deal done, right? And then on Monday, I kind of changed my tune just because I'm hearing whispers on the back end that he wants to sign back with Florida, but he wants to do it after the season. But after these 3 losses in a row, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, especially with Florida signing the Russian goaltender. I don't know if you guys heard this morning on a 2-way deal. So there's rumblings that Bob might be moved here in the next couple of days. So could it be a trade rental and then he signs back with Florida after? Maybe. Who knows? Just as long as it's not Edmonton, I'll be okay with it.
So, like, obviously, Florida has a down year. You miss Barkov for the whole season, which is like the biggest loss you can have is your best player. You have the top 10
Tremendous
protected
loss.
pick. What do you think Florida's going to do? Do you think they're going to eventually sit most of their stars so that they keep their pick, or do you think they're comfortable giving that pick to Chicago because that was that top 10 deal in
I
Jones deal?
personally don't think that if see we lost 3 in a row now. We're still 10 points out. It's going to take a miracle for us to even get there. We would have to go, what, 18-3, 18, 19-2, or something like that. It's impossible. It's almost impossible. We just dug ourselves too much of a hole. And I think the biggest key also is not just Barkov, but losing Seth Jones really hurt this team. I don't think people realize how big Seth Jones was when we acquired him last year. Because I think I posted on my X, there's a reel where it shows with Seth Jones, we were 1 point away. I think we were 23, 19, and 1. And then without Seth Jones, we're like 8, 9, and 1.
Oh
So
God.
that goes to show you like how bad we suck without Seth Jones. So I think he was a big part of why, at least with Seth Jones, we could keep afloat, and then guys started getting healthy, and then who knows, maybe we make a run, get in that playoff position, and then Barkov comes in. But when you lose your top defenseman who's playing 24 minutes, Nate, I mean, you can't really replace that.
So like with the deadline coming up, there's other teams around the league who are already making moves. We've seen Perry go to Buffalo, Weegar to Utah. Robert Thomas looks like he's going to be on the move. Who are your favorites out of the East and West?
Out of the East, I don't know. It's wide open. I don't know
So
about you
wide
guys.
open.
I just um Tampa's really good. The only way I see Tampa really making a run is Vasilevsky turns into Vasilevsky of old.
Agreed.
I just don't think they have the pieces to win a series. Now, maybe that could change here in the trade deadline. See what they pick up. Um, I like Buffalo. They're hungry. They're young. They remind me kind of like that Florida, like, when they won the President's Trophy, sort of. Um, they just got some swagger to them, and their goaltending has been incredible with Alex Lyon back there. So they're a team to look for. But in the West, I don't know, man. I think Minnesota. This could be Minnesota's year. Uh,
Finally.
in Colorado too. I mean, shit. They got what, $10 million under the caps here, and they're like the top of the league. Like, what the fuck? I mean, they could literally go out and get anybody to help them out here, and I would be afraid to play them in the West as well.
I want to hear an outside perspective on this. So the Leafs have had an absolutely horrible year, which we kind of expected. What do you think they
Sorry,
should do at the deadline? Do you
not
think they
sorry.
should move a couple of expiring contracts, maybe just stand pat and hope for a retool next year? What do you think about that?
I haven't really kept up with your cap situation, but there's a lot of guys on there that are, I believe, that are signed for about 1 or 2 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
OEL is being shipped from what I'm hearing. He's not
Yeah,
playing
he's
tonight.
scratched tonight.
Um, see who else do you got? Uh,
Lawton, McMahon.
Lawton. Now, the biggest question mark is what do you do with Joseph Wall? You just signed Stolars to a big deal, which I thought was a mistake. But what do you do with Joseph Wall? Do you keep him in there to be the backup, or do you get him? Do you get a draft pick or some compensation to help you? I mean, because I feel like you guys need so much defensively, and after losing Marner, um, you know, y- you guys might need McKenna coming up in the
Yeah,
draft.
honestly.
Like that's
Fuck,
that's
do we ever?
probably that's probably the number one guy I'm seeing you guys might go after, depending on where the lottery falls. I know a lot of these Florida fans are like, get Florida, Florida. Could you imagine with McKenna and McKenna? Honestly, go get me a fucking defenseman. Like the way Florida plays, we have guys that can score. We have Verhage, we have Bennett, we have Marchand. That's not our fucking issue. Our issue is the back end. Go draft a goalie to develop, or take that draft pick and go get the guy from Minnesota. Since they've signed their guy for an extension. So, I mean, honestly, that's what I would do. Um, I just think that here's a crazy take.
Oh boy.
How do you guys feel if Austin Matthews is traded?
If
No!
I'll tell you this, Ceaz.
No!
If the package includes an NHL
Just
ready,
hypothetical,
yeah, if the package
because
makes sense,
there's
yes.
whispers that I'm hearing that he's tired and frustrated of playing there.
I've also seen a lot of stuff to him to LA. I've
Ooh,
seen a
LA.
lot of LA has a deep prospect pool. They have a lot of good young talent. They have draft picks. They have the cap space. They could potentially make that work.
And Austin Matthews, great for Toronto. He's done a lot of great things there. But just like Florida, what did they do with Jonathan Huberdeau? One of their best forwards on the team, right? Just wasn't getting it done. He couldn't do it in the playoffs. Something about him, great overall in-season player. But something he couldn't do it in the playoffs. And what did Bill Zito's like? You know what? I got to get somebody that wants to come in here, change the culture, change the attitude of this team where he's like, I hate losing more than I love winning. I think that's what's missing from you guys.
I'll give you this. You give us Barkov and Bill Zito, and you can have Austin Matthews and Brad Treliving. How's that sound?
How about you can have my left nut and fuck no.
Not even both nuts, just one?
Just one nut.
Just one. Just an appetizer.
Can we at
Okay,
least get the pick?
Before we get into the NFL, because I know someone's got his Eagle jerseys, he's ready to rock. What's going on in Ceaz's world? What are you doing, man?
Parker, that's all I gotta say.
What are you doing, Ceaz? What's going on with you? What are you working on, man?
Is he doing the backstroke back there? What the hell is he doing?
Or
over
he's
there?
just having a stroke?
Hey, man, these Eagles are priming themselves for another disappointing year of drama and chaos. But hey, we're not going to miss the playoffs like them Cowgirls did. How about them boys?
You guys did miss the playoffs.
Cowboys!
No, we didn't. We got eliminated in the first round.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Maple Leaf style.
I mean, that's kind of like missing the playoffs, I guess.
Jalen Hurts hasn't missed the playoffs yet. In his career as a starter, he hasn't missed.
I'll give you that. And he does have a Super Bowl, so I'm nothing against the guy. I just think Dak is a better quarterback, but we could sit here and argue.
He
all
gives
day
a better
about that.
reverse cowgirl.
But no, but honestly, this is very critical for I think the Eagles and the Cowboys. Biggest question mark is what are they going to do with AJ Brown?
Yeah.
Is he staying? Is he going?
It really seems like the value isn't there after two pretty underwhelming seasons. It doesn't seem like any team wants to give more. I heard the Patriots kick tires on him, and the price was a second, and they said it was too high. So,
Dude, I would give a first round for AJ Brown. Are you kidding me? The
that's
guy
the kind
is
of player he is, right?
he
It's still that guy.
look. I hate the Eagles, but I know my football talk. Your offensive coordinator was dog shit. The shit that he was doing was like no adjustments in season. How do you not involve Saquon Barkley more? More screens. Just the route concepts that he had on the offensive side was just mind-boggling.
You want to hear a really funny stat, actually? He
What's
ran
that?
he ran more hitch routes in the first round playoff game than some teams did all season. I think it was 6 teams had ran less hitch routes all season than Kevin Pachulo called up in one game.
Wow.
Like it's astonishing. It was unbelievable, like the lack of creativity in the offense. And
No, it was insane. Like he's one of your best receivers. How do you not? And you know, it reminded me of Mike McCarthy with the Cowboys 2 years ago.
Boy.
It was like literally just banging your head against the fucking wall, running the same hitch routes, little slants, and it's like, dude, Schottenheimer, though he didn't get us to the playoffs. A lot of shit happened.
Mhm.
Marshawn Nealon passed away, God rest his soul. Was one of my players that I was actually following and looking forward to his career. Such a tragic situation, and you know, CeeDee Lamb getting injured, and the defense. I mean, we had one of the worst defensive coordinators in Cowboy history. Like, talk about the Eagles and the Cowboys having two coordinators not being able to do shit is crazy. I mean, shit. Put me and Oz out there, we'd probably coach better than those guys. I'm serious.
hold on.
What position would you play, Ceaz?
Quarterback. I love the quarterback position, man. It just my first year of coaching, I was actually quarterbacks coach. So
Nice.
you know, just being able to read the defenses and you know determine the coverages, being able to. It's like playing chess, right? You're fucking with the defense as well as they are as well for you. So that was my favorite position. That or offensive line. those two are my favorite positions.
Stick it right in the middle. You play center.
Hey, I'm fucking big enough to. Why not?
Ceaz would be happy because the QB would be grabbing his balls. He'd be like, "Oh, this was so good."
Shit, as long as you're not grabbing my balls.
Hey, I use hand lotion every day. You'd be honored to have these hands touch your balls.
Okay. So, see, the NFC East is getting better. What are the Cowboys?
I'm a little
have to
worried
do
about
in
him.
this division?
Damn, Tyler. I'm starting to question you a little bit now, man.
So, Ceaz, with the NFC East actually getting a lot better, with the Commanders
Yes.
getting healthier,
Oh
there's
my
still kind of a
gosh.
good question mark.
I'm not so worried about the Commanders. I think I'm more worried about the Giants now.
And then the
Isn't
Giants
that crazy?
They're gonna be
Because
good.
Harbaugh, man, Harbaugh.
It's
They're gonna
Dude,
be
how
good.
do we let Harbaugh in our division?
Dude, and like it's been like the last 3 years have just been. I don't know if you feel the same as me. I'm just watching these young rooks come into the league. I'm like, holy hell, why are they in my division? It started with like Abdul Carter to the Giants and Jaden Daniels. Now we're getting Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors, Cam Scadaboo. Like, it's going to be unbelievable.
Well,
to
it
see what we have
happened
to
in
compete against.
2016. Remember Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, and Zach Martin a couple of years before that.
Yeah.
It seems like it's happening again here in the East. It's going to be very critical here in the next week of free agency. And shouts out to you guys for giving us Christian Parker. If there's anybody that's never been as excited as I am for having him on our team, bro, honestly, this guy is going to be a head coach. And mark my words, and I'm going to say it here on the Sweaty Podcast. I wouldn't be surprised if Parker ends up being the Eagles head coach next year if they don't do shit.
I'm not far off from that. It seems like people are tired of playing under Nick Sirianni.
Look, I like the way this guy talks, the way he's speaking, how he's going to do with coverages, changing the system, adapting. He's a great teacher, and you know, it makes me feel so much better. Because if we had an average defense, if we were at least 20, 25, we'd win at least 10, 12 games, right? I mean, it was just awful last year, but yeah, going back to the NFC East, man, it's gonna be crazy. It'll be interesting to see what Jaden Daniels does. Um, I personally don't think he could stay healthy.
I agree.
Just his body build. Great college quarterback, had a great first year, and I hope he has a long career in the NFL. You never want to see guys that with talent like that just go to waste. But dude, the NFL is getting faster, stronger, and we all saw it during the combine. Did you guys see these numbers from all these draftees that are coming up?
Yeah.
There was like 3 perfect
Sonny
scores.
Styles.
For guys.
What the fuck? A 4.7? Are you fucking kidding me? The guy's 5. He's 6'5", 244
240,
pounds.
yeah.
It was like idiotic.
He's
Like,
the
what the hell?
best combine scores for a tight end in NFL history.
Bro. When I saw that, I'm like, dude, this guy's going to move up the boards. And at the same time, teams just suck at drafting too. So,
That too.
I literally want to get a T-shirt that says that. But no, it's going to be interesting. I'm excited for the draft. There's a lot of great prospects. And how about this? How do you have Ruben Bain fall off the draft board because he has short arms? Answer me that question. As an offensive lineman, when do you ever see an offensive lineman extend with his arms?
It's never.
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 Let's
Right?
run downfield. Like,
If you extend with your arms, you're fucked.
yep. You're overcommitting. You're going down.
I watched Ruben play 17 fucking games. That guy was an animal. The film don't fucking lie.
I know this was a while ago, but what was your thought on the Micah Parsons deal as a Cowboys fan?
Whew. Man, honestly, I personally, he's a great generational player. Awesome player. I didn't mind Jerry Jones getting rid of it.
No, eh?
Just because what he was doing off the field, he wasn't meshing with a lot of players in the locker room. There's rumors inside the building that there's coaches and scouts that didn't like him. Just rubbed people the wrong way with his podcast and what he's doing. To me, I could give a shit what he does with his podcast. just as long as he's not like, doing any domestic shit right there.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean, this is a generation that we live in. I mean, you got the Kelsey brothers. They're doing a fucking podcast. Nobody says anything about them. Oh, wait, that's right. They got rings. So, it it was very hard seeing what we got. I felt like if Jerry was going to do this the whole time, why not do it at the draft? He could have got 3 first-round picks.
Yep. And you got Kenny Clark and 1 first as the return, I
And
think.
don't get me wrong, Kenny Clark has been a real upgrade on our defensive line, but 2 first rounds in Kenny Clark? Are you fucking kidding me? No. So, I mean, it looks like that was the best deal that they could have, and there was rumors that the Eagles wanted him, but Dallas was never going to trade him to Philadelphia.
Never.
And didn't you? There was that clause in his contract. What was it called? The pill you take. What's it when it kills you? What's that called?
Oh, I know what you're talking about. It was like the
I can't remember.
I don't remember the name. It was something about like if he ever signs with the Eagles, he has to pay a bunch of money out of his contract to the Cowboys. I'm gonna find it right now.
Oh, dude.
But so you have to give us the lowdown on the beef with Biz, because I know you had some shit with the national championship, and
honestly,
then obviously
it's crazy. I haven't really talked to Biz. He's been kind of MIA, and he kind of pissed me off a little bit when he put the bounty on Brad Marchand's head. That fucker. It literally, he puts the bounty on his head. What happens that night? Brad Marchand gets hurt. Like, what the fuck?
It's the busy curse, man.
It is. It's the busy curse. But no, I felt so bad for him. Not really. But I feel like he's been down lately. Watching Team Canada lose really took a rail on him. And you can tell he just hasn't really been the same since.
Yeah, because he watched the game in his Speedo, and he was just sitting on the couch outside with.
So that was the game before.
That was the game before?
Okay.
Yeah, that
wasn't the gold medal game.
That was the Finland game.
Yeah, and he was definitely shitting bricks on that one. That's for sure.
I found the poison pill here. That's what they call it, the poison pill. If the Packers were to trade Micah Parsons to an NFC East team that isn't the Dallas Cowboys, Green Bay would have to give the Cowboys its 2028 first-round pick.
That's fucking...
Isn't that crazy how you can do that in the NFL? You can just create the stupid clauses in these deals.
It's just brand new. Like it's probably existed before, but like, who would have thought of this? This is deviance at its finest.
That's a genius. That's a genius move. That's crazy because, I mean, shit. Green Bay could have very well traded Parsons after this year, so
True. Ceaz, man, thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to come on our podcast. Take this opportunity to tell the people where they can find you and what you're working on.
Definitely find me on the Big C Show. I'm gonna start doing more blogs on me and stuff. So my Big C Show podcast will be streaming now every Monday. Tune in on that. Find me on Instagram at Caesar_inspires, on X at Big C's, and yeah, man, I'm just living the life, man. Be doing some charity event here this weekend with Sandis Vilmanis, our young rookie. Gonna be collecting some teddy bears for the kids at the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. So I'm always trying to help out. I don't know if you guys saw too. Sasha Barkov gave $1 million to the Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital, and that hospital has always been my second home. I've dealt with so many surgeries throughout my life through that hospital, and for him to be able to do that is just truly amazing. It's like full circle moment in my life. To have somebody that I look up to doing something to the hospital that helped you be here today is incredible, and I can't thank him enough.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for doing that work, man. You're an inspiration to the community. You're an inspiration to us, and we're gonna have you back here doing more chirps, nonsense.
Oh, for sure.
I gotta have you guys on my podcast.
100%.
Anytime you want, buddy.
Absolutely.
We gotta talk before the draft. Get something set up. Love to have you boys on.
Hell yeah,
let us know.
We look forward to
happen.
it. Can we get a Stay Sweaty salute, Ceaz?
Hey, one shift at a time, one period at a time, one game at a time. USA, USA, USA,
This
USA.
fucking guy.
Woo!
Ceaz, why don't you stay sweaty?
Always, boys.
Stay sweaty, Ceaz. Thanks, man.
Even my balls.
Jeez, love you, brother. Thank you,
Especially
man.
the balls.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait to taste them.